Boom, 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 boom. We're fucking live, I think. We live yet? We gotta be live. Episode 5 of the Lunar Coven podcast. We got Julissa Rodriguez of J.A.R. Oh, we all live. There we go. What's going on? How you feeling? Shut up. There we go. Nice little intro music. But yeah, you said you just been working on art.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
I be seeing your Instagram be super lit.
Yo, you already know I just finished doing so I teamed up with one of my boys.
You get closer to the mic.
There?
Yeah.
Lit. So yeah, I teamed up with one of my boys, Stefan Pompey.
Yeah.
So he's handling my marketing and stuff like that. So we figured, let's step things up a bit.
Word for J.A.R?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Gotta make that shit aesthetically pleasing.
For sure. Could you talk a little bit about J.A.R?
All right. So J.A.R started like 4 years ago. I wanted to do a clothing brand first, like skater brand. Basically the whole concept of J.A.R was just like I wanted to create wearable art, just make dope shit to wear. But I still wanted people to feel like they're walking out with like a piece of art, because let's be real, you can't afford always like a $500 painting.
Yeah, of course.
So why not get that painting on a shirt? What? But then after that, I actually had like an investor and everything, but shit got weird. Cause like they wanted me to be in Bloomingdale's and shit and like Macy's. I was like, what?
Yeah,
so
I know that's not your swag at all.
Exactly.
Macy's and Bloomingdale, come on.
Look
for
at
J.A.R.
me. Come on, I'm mad ratchet. Stop. So lit boys, but yeah. So then after that, I just I ended up demolishing the company because I was like, I'm not at that point. It's like you're losing your integrity as an artist.
Yeah.
And so then I stopped for a bit. Like I kind of went on a hiatus with J.A.R for about 2 years, and then like just did research, analyzing like how I wanted to go about it. So now what I'm trying to do is basically a design house. So that just so happens to sell products to help push basically the services that I provide, which would be tattooing, body painting, graphic design, and stuff like that, So it's been chill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure. That's what's up. I see you've been doing mad tattooing lately.
Yeah.
But what even got you into tattooing? Because I know that's fairly new for you.
Yeah. I've only been tattooing for a couple of months now, actually, like professionally. So basically it started, I was dating a photographer, and because I always like trying different mediums. So he was like, yo, you should like paint on bodies. And I was like, all right, let me try that out. And I remember the first shoot we did, it was like 6 hours, and I covered this girl in like acrylic paint, which is like the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
Like, you could die. Like, I'm like, oh my God.
That's fucking crazy.
Never doing that again.
How does that work? How do you die from body paint? That would be like the worst death of all time.
Like,
imagine having to explain that at the funeral. Oh yeah, she just wanted to get painted. Now she's dead.
Now she's dead, yo. Well, acrylic paint actually has chemicals in it that can cause cancer. So that's one.
Oh,
and also when you're getting
big C.
Yeah, right? And then when you're getting body painted, like, your skin is breathing. So like if you completely cover your skin like head to toe, like you can actually suffocate. Like that's what happened in that movie with the Oompa Loompas.
Which Willy Wonka?
Yeah, the original, some of them died.
Yeah, I can imagine, because back in the day, niggas, they didn't give a fuck about their cast.
Like,
yo, not for nothing, old America was mad ratchet as far as like caring about health and shit like that. They didn't give a fuck about any of that.
No insurance.
No, nothing.
They're like, we just don't gotta pay these niggas. Fuck it. But yeah,
it's crazy because back in the day, it's like people really didn't know about health at all, as far as even like cigarette smoke and shit like that.
Oh hell yeah.
It was doctors prescribing cigarettes. Like,
Are you?
yeah,
I didn't even know that.
yeah.
You
If people
imagine?
had like anxiety or problems,
Smoke a pack a day.
yeah, they would prescribe them cigarettes, and you could go pick up cigarettes
Damn.
on the doctor's word. It's like the craziest shit.
That's crazy.
But even now, I mean, I guess it's kind of similar with the prescription pills,
yeah,
because you get prescribed like fucking Oxycontins and shit like that.
that's true.
Next thing you know, you had a back problem. 2 months later, now you have a fucking heroin problem.
Yeah. Like I just broke my back, yo. Like
That
damn,
ass.
son. Poor Johnny.
Nah, it is crazy.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy how we get all these processed drugs. Everything's all legal as far as all these prescription pills, but then you got fucking things like weed and fucking
Always.
everything is so well. It's getting a little bit more lenient with weed.
Bernie
You
Sanders.
can't get arrested for that shit. Oh, your man Bernie.
Like,
Yo,
let's start this campaign.
I fuck,
Bernie.
I fuck with Bernie, but sometimes I feel like you ask him a question and he's just gonna tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah, he's a little crazy. I mean, like, it's also the way he presents himself. He looks crazy. So people
Nah,
are just
he
like,
is.
right, Bernie.
You ever seen what's that fucking cartoon on Adult Swim? Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Oh
like
my
the
God.
crazy ass
Yup.
uncle.
That's him. That's definitely him.
That show is fucking tweaked though.
I mean, I'd rather him though than like this nigga. Like
Trump.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Trump. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't think Trump is gonna become president though.
Yeah. I mean.
I like to think that America's a little bit smarter than that.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the crazy rednecks or whatever, but
yeah.
they're gonna get outweighed.
And that's the funny part. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Oh, people are fucking with what I'm saying. Okay, cool. Let me see what I can get away with.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
mean,
well, he's a real nigga for that.
I guess people just like him because he talks crazy.
Yeah.
Just like if anybody gets up in front of a large crowd at a podium and you say something crazy, everybody's gonna be like, yeah,
And
fuck
like,
yeah,
yo, Kanye.
yeah. See, but at
I
least
love Kanye.
Kanye is not talking about crazy shit like Trump as far as like building a wall for Mexico and shit.
Yeah,
And then he
that's
wants
true.
the
And
Mexicans
they
to pay for the wall.
How do you
Yo,
do
he's
that
so
though?
wild.
Like, what? No.
Yeah,
No.
man.
That's
But
crazy.
how you feel about Ye though? Recent Ye, because he's going a little crazy, but I fuck with his craziness.
Well, in terms of what he's doing or like his music?
Both.
His music is crazy. Like his new album, I'm absolutely obsessed with.
Yeah, Pablo.
I like, nigga. Yo, I listen to Ultralight Beam like every morning. I'm like,
Oh, really?
yes.
Ultralight Beam is good, but I think it's my least favorite joint on the album.
Really?
Yeah, I fuck with Famous.
Yes.
That shit is stupid hard.
I like his the
Father
Love
Stretch My
Kanye
yeah,
skit.
yeah.
He's
That's
so
cool.
Stupid.
The Father Stretch My Arms Part 2.
Yes.
That shit is hard. What else is on there?
He's dope.
Yeah,
and
man.
that's the thing too. It's like what I like about him is that, like, I know a lot of people are disappointed because they're like, oh, we thought he was gonna go back to like the old Kanye
Yeah.
when it comes to that. But it's like what I like about him is that he's always showing that, you know, it's okay to grow as an artist. Like you cannot be doing the same thing, because if you keep doing the same thing, then like what does that show about you? You know, like he's pushing his limits and he wants to make people feel uncomfortable, and that's what like beautiful good art is. You know?
He definitely always does that shit.
Yeah.
Every album, none of them
Yeah.
sound the same.
Yeah.
You could argue that his first two albums were really similar, but then after that, he was just like, I'm doing whatever the fuck
Yeah.
I want. I don't care
Yeah.
anymore.
He's like, I'm doing me. He's such a good curator, you know, in terms of like all the people he chooses to be on his tracks. Like it's just so dope. It's so dope. Even if like someone's in the background going like do over and over. It's like, what, Kanye? Like, why'd you think of that? That's amazing.
He supposedly he's gonna be dropping like 3 albums a year.
I love it.
How do you feel? It's crazy because being a creative sometimes you feel like there's no inspiration at times, but then you see like an artist like Kanye drop something and it's like, yo, I need to fucking do something right now.
Yeah.
How do other artists, like not mainstream artists, just artists that you like in general, how do you feel like they influence you sometimes?
I look at their work every day on some real shit. Like when I wake up in the morning, I like I'm on my phone a lot, but it's weird because it's like it's not even like to text or to like communicate with people. Like I'm still the worst texter in the world. I will take 5 years to respond. But not to discourage anyone. But yeah, like I wake up in the morning and like I'll go through my feed cuz I'll follow like all my favorite artists. And I'll just see like the way that they're pushing their boundaries, like in terms of like acrylic painting and like how clean, like fucking Jeff Koons and Kaz, like oh my god, like they like especially Kaz, he just finished doing a couple exhibitions and like his shit is just so fucking dope. Yeah. And I'll look at his stuff.
Wait,
and
hold
like,
on. I'm sorry. Because I had to start the recording. It's streaming live. I had to start the recording so I could throw this up on iTunes. Yeah, so I just had to start it.
He's like,
so
I'm not to cut you off, but.
Nah, I did cut you off, and I'm sorry for cutting you off. I'm going to let you finish. But this is episode 5 of Lunar Coven with Julissa Rodriguez of J.A.R. Le Boys on the scene.
You already know.
But yeah, we're just talking about how, as a creative, sometimes you need to witness somebody else create something to get some inspiration sometimes when you're not feeling it.
Hold on, but like, I know they can't see this right now, what I'm looking at, unless they go to the page. But like, this homepage is beautiful.
Well, thank you. They actually can see the shit. Hold on. There you go. Boom, boom, boom.
Look at that shit.
It's all right.
I love it.
Well, thank you.
You're like, it's cute.
It's all right.
It's cute.
But yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off. You could.
No, but yeah, like I look at their work, and because that's my thing is every morning because I draw every day. It's hard for me to not draw. Like I have to like literally physically be ill to not draw, and even so, sometimes I even try to still draw something. But every day I always look at my previous piece from the previous day, and I'm like, okay, so how can I one up this? Yeah, like people need to look at this and be like, holy fucking shit, how the fuck did she do that?
Nah, sometimes I'm not even gonna front. Sometimes I see your shit, and I'll be like, yo, how the fuck? Like even when you do like time lapse videos and shit, I'll be like, yo, how long did this shit take? I would not have the patience to do this.
It cracked me up because so I have a love-hate relationship with gallery shows just because I don't really like talking about my art like that. Like it's weird. Like I feel really weird about it. I'm like, just look at it, enjoy it, whatever. I was high. Whatever. So the one question I always get asked is how long did this take? And I'm just like, really? Does it matter? Yeah. Like, what if it took me 5 years versus like 20 minutes?
True.
But I mean, I guess I'm going to just start saying every piece took me like 25 years.
But I mean, as far as like pieces though, people are always interested in like the process. But even the process, I feel like sometimes the process just shouldn't be shown or shouldn't be a thing that people know because it takes away from the magic.
I guess.
It's like if you've seen Michael Jackson recording music, it takes a little bit away from it, even though you always want to see Mike in action. But, all right, not even, that's a bad example because you see somebody recording music, you still fuck with them. Yeah. Like if you see somebody behind the scenes, you see music videos and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. It's like, okay, I thought this music video was magic, but I know exactly how they did this shit.
Like the MTV behind them making the video or whatever.
That fucked up everything.
Why is this taking forever? Just make the video in one shot.
That shit, it really fucked up everything. Because before, when we were younger, if you think about it, like in the early 2000s shit, you would see music videos and be like, yo, these people are fucking like superstars. Yeah. Nowadays, because everything's so transparent, you see them on the internet, you see them on Instagram and shit, you be like, oh.
Like you alright. You cute.
Somebody that I listen to his music. That's cool. Yeah. But I feel like certain artists, they keep that mystique. Yeah. Like well, Jay-Z, I can't even count him as an artist anymore. He's not dropping no more music. But this nigga is not on any social platforms whatsoever. True. Beyonce is mad low key.
That is true.
She keeps some mystique. Even like Rihanna and stuff like that. Yeah.
And well, I mean, like I feel like it's good to keep that mystique when it comes to like your personal life. But when it comes to like I don't know. I feel like it depends on the genre maybe, because when it comes to like visual art, I enjoy seeing the process. Like every time I go to a gallery or museum, I'm looking at something, I'm like, what did they go through to do this? Like,
Yeah.
what was their experience? Because especially like let's look at example like modern art. People hate on modern art, and I get it. Like, it looks stupid, and people are like, I can do it, but let's be real, you didn't. But there's Jackson Pollock. Like, he's the one that started the paint splatters. He would make these giant fucking paintings like the size of that whole wall, and like he would spend months just like contemplating the fucking piece and exactly where he was gonna put a fucking paint splatter, or like he would be going through so many emotions every time he was making a particular piece, and that to me I find fascinating.
Yeah. And speaking of, you said on a large scale, that made me think, as far as like art and stuff, sometimes art, it could be like really compelling. You can see a piece that's super compelling. Even the size doesn't matter or anything. It's just the actual content might get you. But sometimes it doesn't matter the content if the painting's on like a super large scale. It's just always impressive. It's like what the fuck? This is monstrous.
Yeah.
But if you have great content and a huge painting, it's just like mind blowing.
Win-win, for sure.
But I was thinking, I wanted to kind of start like doing live shows, but not music or anything like that. Because, sometimes I'll go to like art shows and I'll see like paintings on a wall and be like, oh shit, this is cool. These are nice paintings. But like after like 15 minutes, it's like, oh shit, I've seen everything already.
Yeah.
What's next? I feel like there should be some kind of implementing of live like performance art in the form of like a concert.
Yeah.
As far as like, how like in music you'll throw a concert, you have your artist come on, they have a 15-minute set, then the next artist comes up, they have a 15-minute set. Yeah. Why can't it be like that with performance arts?
Yeah.
It'll just be one big show with people one after another doing moving pieces.
Yeah.
Whereas it doesn't have to be any dialogue in it. It could just be all visual pieces.
Yeah, because the only way I've seen that is like someone would feature and do like a small dance or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But like if that was like a constant motion of just people drawing and like painting and just doing random shit, I think that would be cool. You should start it.
Would.
Just start it. Just do it.
I want to start it, but I wouldn't be the actual artist in the show.
Yeah, but
I like to put it together. Yeah, but
why not?
I wouldn't. I'm not a high level enough artist to do that shit.
I would help you. I got you.
But as far as like art shows, what have you been doing? I know you do a lot of art shows.
Yeah, I mean, right now, the last year I finished with a big bam. I did 3 solo shows back to back, which was interesting. I did one in Oakland, followed by one in Philly, and then followed by here in Harlem.
Shit, you're all over the place.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm excited. Yeah, the Oakland show was absolutely phenomenal. There's so much fucking love. I almost sold out. Like, that was the first show I've almost sold out of all my pieces. Philly was dope, too. Philly's always just dope. I love going over there. And then Harlem, too, was dope. So I'm having the closing reception for that this Saturday.
Where at?
It's in Astor Road Cafe, which is on, that's a good question, 130-something Street. Just look up Astor Road Cafe, motherfucker.
Astor Road Cafe. Look it up, bitches.
But yeah, so I'm featuring one of my homegirls who started DJing, who is fucking phenomenal. Like, it's one of those people that it's like you've been telling them, yo, you need to do that, and finally they do.
Yeah.
She's such a natural. So she's going to be DJing that whole night, and I'm going to have a poet and also one of my good friends perform some of her music. I don't know if you know her, Melissa?
Which Melissa?
Melissa Marie.
I think I know who you're talking about. Acoustic guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
She's going to be performing as well. And
up.
there'll be, some free drinks. We could get lit. And
some drinks.
Yes. But that's about it. I'm actually, after this show, I'm going to take like a little hiatus to just focus on the tattooing and to take time to actually work on a new body of work for a series of shows that I want to start doing in the summertime. But
as far as tattooing, how does that translate? Because I know you've been an artist practically your whole fucking life, but then you just started tattooing recently. How does that translate? Because sometimes I see people who are great artists, but they don't necessarily translate into tattooing well. But for some reason, you just right off the bat, your tattooing was good, just straight off. How did that translate? How is it different?
Well, body painting helped me a lot. Cause I've been body painting for about, I want to say 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
So 3 years actually. So the good thing about body painting is that it helped me understand the anatomy of the body. So it helped
Okay.
me use the body, like the shape of the body, in order to create images that will enhance those parts.
Yeah.
And that's the whole concept of tattooing. The point of it is to create pieces that are going to aesthetically look good on that part of the body and flow with it. So it's like, it's a lot of knowing like which way muscles are flowing. And especially like, you know, if your arm is like a certain way, but you turn it, you know, those muscles are moving.
Turns.
So it's like you have to know how it's going to transition and things like that. And also just like a lot of composition, like studying composition, and like thankfully I was traditionally trained in that, and that's helped a lot, honestly, like since I was like 15.
Oh, damn.
So yeah.
You mean traditionally trained as in like you had schooling for art?
Yeah, so like basically, so my mom's the shit. I just want to give a quick shout out to my mom.
Shout out Mom Dukes.
So apparently my mom said that when I was in kindergarten, my kindergarten teacher shitted on my whole life and was like, there was a drawing I did and she was like, that's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Why would you say that to a 5-year-old?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Bitch.
I hope
I
she's doing real fucking bad right now.
Actually, the funny thing about that, I ran into her when I started LaGuardia.
Oh, really?
And
it's like, look at you, you piece of shit.
yeah, she was mad fat, and I was like, bitch, you mad.
Do some fucking crunches.
Bitch, you mad. But I'm over here shitting on her life. But it was interesting to see her reaction when she remembered me. And she asked me, she's like, oh, so what high school are you going to now or whatever? I was like, oh, I'm going to LaGuardia. And for some reason, people kept thinking I was going for vocal. Like, no, bitch, I don't sing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, no, I'm going for art, like visual art. And the look on her face was fucking priceless. It was great. I was like, yes, bitch. Yes.
It's like, yeah, you told me my drawing was shitty.
Yeah. Look
How
at this.
shitty this dick.
Right?
Okay.
It's like the dick. But no, yeah. So after that, my mom like made it her mission to like just put me in as many art programs as possible. And like we would always fly out to DR like every summer. So she'll just put me in classes there. So before I even started in LaGuardia, I was like traditionally trained in Dominican Republic, in realism mainly.
Damn, you got rare DR training.
Yeah, right. It was so dope. Because the classes over there are super small. So like our class would sometimes consist of like 5 people to like 10 people.
Shit.
Yeah. And like the kids over there are fucking phenomenal. Because I remember at the time I was like I started when I was like 12, 13, like taking like bullshit classes. It wasn't until I was 15 that they like gave me the more serious ones. But I would meet like 12-year-olds painting like some crazy like like, you know, those fucking realism paintings, like those giant ones that you see at like furniture stores.
Yeah.
They would be painting that shit at like 10, 12 years old. Like,
that's bananas.
What is your life?
That's crazy how you could learn any kind of skill even when you're young. It doesn't matter. Well, I mean, for certain things it might matter, but there's kids that are like 5 years old doing miraculous shit all the time.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy how the human brain works like that. And I feel like we're just starting to accept that as a society. Well, because of the internet mainly. But before, like, back in the 90s and shit like that, you used to think, it was so crazy how people used to think, oh, no, you have to be born to do this. You're born with certain kind of skills. People were so fucking stupid back then. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? How are you born with a certain talent? No, you learn that shit over time.
Develop it,
And that discredits a lot of people who put in the time over it, and you just say, oh, no, you're born gifted. Yeah. It's like, no, motherfucker, I put in mad hours into this.
Yeah. Yeah, because I wouldn't say I was born gifted. Like, it wasn't like I was drawing at 5 years old, and then, like, I did, like, this amazing drawing. No.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I would say, though, that I always had an understanding of color, because to be honest, the first show I ever did, which is actually kind of cool, was when I was 9 years old,
Oh, deadass?
Yeah, like that was my first like art show, like in a gallery.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You're
So
destined to do this shit.
right?
See, now I'm falling back into the trap. It
He's
was
like,
destiny.
But it was like it was some bullshit design that I did, but it was like I remember my art teacher explaining to me that it was just like the fact that I was able to understand color. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's cool. But I do feel like part of it definitely goes with like, you know, you have a certain understanding of it, and like most of it comes naturally, but a lot of it you have to be trained.
Yeah, I would imagine. I would imagine there's a lot of training with shapes.
Yeah.
Shapes are,
No.
well, shapes are the most important thing with drawing, of course.
No.
But I remember I took like a little bit of art when I was young. My mother put me in like this art program in one summer one time. They were teaching me like shading and shit like that. I never really stuck with it. I'm like, I want to fucking draw anime. I don't want to draw this dumb shit. Get this out of my face. I don't want to shade an apple.
Fucking banana.
But I mean, the little bit of it helps. So I would imagine being like actually trained
Oh yeah.
in art
Yeah.
is just way different from somebody just picking up a pencil and
Yeah.
trying to draw. Cause I'm drawing shit, but it's for fun. I draw like comics and all that.
I've had
dumb shit.
like even in high school, there was one teacher I absolutely hated him, but the reason I draw the way I draw today, like the reason I'm so like such a perfectionist when I create is because of him. Like he would look at my fucking drawings and be like, it looks like my grandmother who has Down syndrome drew that.
That's fucked up.
Start over. And I'm like, nigga.
But I mean, it's fucked up. But maybe that's good for like growing.
Yeah.
Where people tell you like, yo, that shit is shit.
Yeah.
I mean, if that teacher would have never told you your drawing was shit, you would have never been like, you know what? I'm gonna make her eat her words.
Yeah.
It should have been like, if the drawing wasn't that good, and she's like, oh no, it's all right.
Yeah.
You'd have probably been like, oh no, this is good enough.
Exactly. Yeah. No,
Sometimes you need that push.
Yeah, for sure.
But as far as art and everything, the way that art is going, well, from what I see in New York City, like from you're a pure artist. I know you work at it every day. You're grinding. You want to get better. I hate on the internet when people use art to get validation from other people. It's like, oh, look, I'm an artist. I'm cool now.
I was just having a conversation about that today. It's like, it's so sad because being an artist has become such a fad. Like,
yeah,
people
it's so
just
weird.
think it's cool. Like, it's the cool thing to do. Like, they just want to say, like, they're so eager to be like, yes, I'm an artist.
I'm an artist.
Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Take a seat. Like, whatever. Like, nah. And that's the thing, too. It's like, I've noticed, like, you know, a big part of art is being an innovator. Like, obviously, you can't be completely 100% original because that's bullshit. Everything comes from something.
But at least build on what you like.
Exactly. And people are just not doing that. Like, they're sitting there and drawing the same portrait of Marilyn Monroe the same way that it's shown.
I'm so tired of Marilyn Monroe paintings and drawings and shit. It's like, come on, bro. How many times you gonna draw this bitch?
Yeah, I can't.
How many times do I have to see this bitch's face?
I can't.
In different ways. This is just, it's too much.
I did a portrait of her and like, I'm so mad at myself. Like, I was just like,
this
was
like,
years
damn it,
ago.
why did I do this?
Yeah, but I'm just like, I look at it and I'm just like, I can't. Like, I'm so over you. Like, no, stop.
Nah, for sure. But your style is different though.
Thank you.
You do a lot of I'd say is abstract, but at the same time is like very cohesive. You could see it and understand what's going on, opposed to like people say, no, it's modern art, and it's like just 3 lines.
As organized chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it looks like.
Yeah. It's just lines and shapes.
But what directed you to that style? Is it just you freestyled and you see something and you're like, yo, I like this, I'm gonna just rock with this?
It English class, being bored in English class.
That works.
You know, so I would be doodling on my folders, and I remember I would always find a fascination with designs that were super intricate, like that had a lot of lines and would just like you know how some people would do like these clouds and it'll just be like mad lines and all this other weird shit. So I really liked that, and then I just started doing that, and then it just turned into shapes. And then I don't know, like there was literally one day I was like looking at it and something was like, yo, what if I start making images out of this though? So then I actually have a sketchbook of that year where it was like my first, actually no, like my second year of college, because I stopped drawing after I graduated high school for a bit.
Yeah.
So then when I started up again, I was like, that tormented me for a really long time. For like 2 years after high school, I was like, what is my style? Like, I don't even know what my style is. And like, I felt like people couldn't distinguish my art from others, because I was just good at copying shit, you know?
Yeah.
And then after an amazing shroom trip, what? I was like, my mind is blown. And I
Yeah.
just started seeing mad shit, yo.
Yeah. Speaking of shrooms, I've still yet to
Yo,
do any kind of psychedelics.
We need to.
But the shit about shrooms, I always hear people on like other podcasts, like listening to Joe Rogan and stuff, saying,
Oh, yeah.
always talking about like, yo, it's just sometimes you need a reset,
Yeah.
and it resets your whole way
Yeah.
of thinking and everything. How does that work? Like when he says reset, or your experience at least, how did it affect you afterwards?
Well, I remember the first trip, I feel like it opened my creative, like my third eye.
Yeah.
You know, especially like my creative third eye, I would say. Because now, after that shroom trip, before I draw something, I stare at my canvas and I see it. Like,
Yeah.
I see it form. So, and I was actually having a conversation with a friend of mine the other day. It was like during an acid trip, and it was
Tripping on
funny.
acid.
Yeah, right? And he asked me, he was like, what do you see? And I was like, I just see sacred geometry everywhere. And he was like, that's crazy. And he was like, do you see that on a regular basis, like when you're sober? And I'm like, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I see every day with like light. And he was like mind blown. He's like, what? Like, and I'm like, yeah, like literally, like it drives me crazy a lot of times. And I've turned into somewhat of a recluse because of it.
Yeah.
But it's just so fascinating because I'm literally sitting there trying to capture everything that I see. So I definitely feel like it's opened so many windows for me. And like, obviously I don't abuse it. It's not like I'm doing this shit every week.
Yeah, of course.
Know? But every now and then, like if I feel like, yo, let me reset. Like definitely it's one of those feelings where you're like, let me reset. Because not only has it helped me creatively, it's helped me grow as a person, you know, like
Yeah.
it's helped me see certain insecurities, and it's helped me through trauma, like past trauma, and
It
let go of
basically
ego
makes
and stuff
you
like that.
face yourself head on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially with shrooms, it's like, this is you, and you're like, oh my god.
He said no.
No.
I've been running from this all my life.
Like, I'm not ready. But then you're like, kind of like, well, I mean, some people have really bad trips, and I feel like the people that have bad trips is because they're sitting there fighting it. But when you let go and you like accept it, and you're just like, all right, fuck it, like show me what you need to show me, it changes your life. Like, I feel like everyone should do it. There's actually studies that psychiatrists have conducted where they have been using small amounts of shrooms.
Yeah, microdosing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. People, they would use microdosing to help like with depression and stuff like that. And even like back in the day when LSD, I forgot what year it was, like had to be like the 60s, 60s, 70s, whatever time it was. But I seen that there was like a lot of scientists microdosing while they would conduct experiments to get fresh perspectives on whatever the experiment was, and it would help a lot. But then after that, everything got banned and they got all arrested and shit.
I mean, think about it. Back in the day, they tried to ban liquor, and look at what happened.
Yeah, that wasn't
like,
gonna work.
Come on, shut up. Government, stop.
But what were you saying? But what you were saying about sacred geometry and seeing shapes and stuff, it's crazy because I feel like our brain is hardwired to see some of those things, but we just don't necessarily know how to access it all the time. Because do you meditate at all?
Yes.
Okay, because I mean, recently I haven't been meditating a lot, but I used to a lot. Like last year, the year before that, I used to meditate a lot. Sometimes when you meditate, you get into a deep meditation, you could see shapes. You could see a lot of shapes and formations. And I feel like something in our brain is just naturally, there's something there that it tries to show us, but I feel like as humans as a whole, we just don't have a grasp on it yet.
It's like you get scared. It's like I remember Before I knew about the concept of lucid dreaming.
Yeah.
I used to lucid dream a lot, but I didn't realize it. And then when I started realizing that it was lucid dreaming, I noticed that every time I would enter that phase of my dream where I would, I would freak out.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, what the fuck is going to happen? Like, I don't know. So it's like, I feel like fear has a lot to do with it. Because it's like, think about it. We live in a society where it's just like fear is in everything. Every television program, every advertisement, it's just fear, fear, fear. They feed on fear to like keep us this way.
Yeah, it's easier to control people when they're scared, of course.
Of course.
That's why fucking Trump, it's crazy because everybody's scared that Trump is gonna become president, but that's what's drawing so much fucking attention to him. But I don't know if that necessarily means he's gonna get the votes, because people are really against him, at least on social media.
Yeah.
Everybody hates Trump online, but when you see on TV, you see these rallies, you're like, how the fuck?
Yeah.
Who are these people that are with him?
Like, where do you come from? Why are you alive?
You gotta give Trump some fucking shrooms. Have him chill out.
Yeah, right. Like, take a seat, bro. Take a seat.
I don't even know who to fucking vote for.
Listen,
it's hard.
It's weird because it's like at first, like I wanted to be like, yo, Hillary, word. But she like, she keeps changing. She's like a freaking chameleon. She's like, one day she's like, yeah, I'm for this. The next day, actually, I'm not. And it's like, wait, what do you mean? And like, I just feel like if she wins, it's just gonna be on some like war shit. Not even because she's a woman. It's just like her ideals and like, what she stands for and whatnot. I don't agree with.
The shit is with these presidents, these candidates. The way that presidency always goes when it's election time, there's big corporations that fund the campaigns for the candidates, and the candidates are just going to speak on whatever interest those big corporations have. As soon as they get elected, they're not necessarily like fully controlled by those corporations, but they're heavily influenced on whoever gave them money. That's usually how it goes. But Bernie Sanders, he's like one of the few people. It's like, I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. But at the same time, it's like, yo, Bernie, you're promising all this stuff, but it seems like you're just telling us yes.
Like, that's one of those things where at one point I used to think like, yo, fuck voting because it's not important. But, we definitely should. But it's still like, even if they want to pass certain laws, it's not even up to them because it's still like, it needs to pass through like the House, like. And, like, if the Senate doesn't approve and, like, they don't get the approval of Congress, it's like, okay. Like, look at Obama. Obama tried to pass mad shit to help people. And, like, they were like, nah, nigga. Like,
nah, not at all. But it's crazy. Everybody bashes Obama and shit like that. The shit is great right now.
Exactly. And not only that, they also have to look at what he had to deal with. Like, all the backlash from the last idiot. Like,
your man Bush.
This nigga, I hate him so much. So it's like, he was like, he shitted on everything and he was like, okay, bye guys. Like, he's that dude that, like, when like you have that one person that comes over to your house and clogs your toilet with fucking nasty shit.
Just mad
and
shit.
Leaves.
It's like, yo, my nigga, there was a plunger right there. You could have done something about the shit, but you're gonna let me deal with it, right?
Really, bro? So then Obama had to come in and deal with that shit. That's all it was. But like, he fixed a lot of shit.
Yeah, he really did. Not to mention, Obama's just cool as fuck.
Okay.
That's what makes it so hard. All these new candidates, they're just not as cool as Obama, and it's just like, oh man.
Yeah.
Where do we go after Obama?
It's just, especially this like last year, it's like no fucks giving.
Yeah.
Like, it's like every time they show like an interview or something where he's just saying whatever the fuck he wants to say, he's just like, so what? Like, that's it. I can't run for president again. Hey,
now he's letting go.
So you know.
Now he's really letting off.
He's dope as shit.
He really is. But fucking, we're talking about shrooms and psychedelic trips and shit like that. I really want to go to a float tank. I think I'm going to do it either next week or sometime this month. I really have to go to a float tank. I need to see what all the hubbub's about. Yeah. Because I've been saying I'm going to go for God knows how long, but I just never got around to it.
You should like smoke a fat ass blunt.
Hell yeah.
And then sit in that. You're going to hallucinate. Like,
I'll do some edibles.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. you'll go crazy. You'll probably be like, "What is happening? What is
Nah,
life?"
I feel like I control myself. I never
Yeah.
really bug out too much on stuff.
Yeah. No, yeah, I definitely want to do that. I want to try that out. See what I see.
Yeah, it's not even that expensive. They got some down in the city. There's a few different ones. I
Yeah.
just don't know which one is good yet.
There's
I
like
gotta check
one
out.
for like less than, I think it's like less than $100 for like
Yeah,
an hour or
yeah,
something like that. Like that's good.
that's mad long. Yeah,
Exactly. Or
an
like
hour
30
by
minutes or
yourself.
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like 15 minutes by yourself, you're fucking freaking out.
yeah.
In complete darkness. Yeah. Yeah.
I'd love to face myself head on and be like, my
Yeah.
nigga,
You
what
have
are
to.
what are you trying to do to me right now?
'Cause
I feel like I wouldn't be able to intimidate myself and be like, yeah, I know, I
Yeah.
know, I know.
You probably start laughing with
Yeah.
yourself. You'd be like, I can't. I'm being tickled.
For sure.
Yeah.
Shit. But fucking yo, recently, I know you probably don't care about this shit whatsoever, but I've been so obsessed with the fucking UFC, bro.
Oh God.
I've been so obsessed with all these fights going
I
on.
can't lie though. I played UFC, the game.
Yeah.
What was it? I forgot what console. What console is it out on?
It's
Who
on
knows?
everything.
But that shit was dope. I was like, okay, this is actually, I could fuck with this.
Yeah. Who did you fight as?
I have no idea. I don't know any of
Oh,
the fucking
damn.
players. Like it was some some white dude or Brazilian.
Oh, you
dude,
didn't
who
play with any of
knows?
the girls?
Oh no. I played. It was like, when was it? It wasn't even recent. It was like maybe like a year or two ago.
Oh, this is the first UFC.
Yeah.
The UFC has changed so fucking much since then.
Yeah. Wait, so what happened? I heard about that fight with that girl. Who's that girl that's like the most paid? The one that just lost for the first time.
Oh, Ronda Rousey?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a while ago though. If you keep up with sports, that was a while ago. She was fucked up. She was on a medical leave, but now she put up an Instagram video. She could buy the apple now. Now she's hyped. She's gonna get back training. But fucking the girl who beat her, Holly Holm, she just had a fight and she lost. She got fucking choked.
I think I'm gonna start watching.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful jujitsu.
Oh yeah, no, jujitsu was awesome.
Damn, you're not up on the politics. Fucking Connor. What happened?
She needs her charger, bro. What's up, like?
Trying to rob me?
Like she trying to, like shorty trying to. Don't be robbing niggas out here.
That's actually yours.
Niggas out here robbing iPod chargers.
It's not an iPod. It's an iPhone.
iPhone, my bad.
First
right?
two.
I'm so lame. Nigga. I'm such an old lady, right?
Nah, go ahead. Just go ahead. Come on, we're casting right now. You're interrupting, bro. This is live.
It's all good, mama.
But now the fucking UFC
politics
is crazy
There's
right now.
always politics to everything. What's the drama? What's the 411?
Yo, I love it because it's drama for niggas, but at the end of all the drama is hands. It's like, okay, everybody's talking all this shit. Now is the fight.
Yeah,
now we're
right.
gonna see what's going on.
And then niggas be eating their shit.
The current politics is all based around Conor McGregor. It's an Irish dude.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's been fucking everybody up, but he just lost.
Oh.
But he won the belt. Then he moved up 2 weight classes. He's like, I don't give a fuck who wants to fight. I'll fight anybody, anytime, anywhere. And
like,
he fought a dude above his weight class, 2 weights up. He went from 145 to 170 to fight this dude. And he got choked out. But he was fucking the dude up the first round. But the dude he was fighting, Nate Diaz, he's a fucking like marathon runner and triathlon.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
he does all
like,
that.
has endurance and shit.
He doesn't
I
give a fuck.
love that. Like, I just love when they talk shit and then it's like, then they get fucked up.
Nah, it's amazing because Connor is so big because he talks so crazy.
Yeah.
He talks the most shit. Matter of fact,
Yeah,
I gotta pull something up for you because he's a crazy Irishman. Like he's straight from Dublin.
See, my thing is because I like talking so much shit, anyone that talks shit, I love automatically.
Yeah,
they have my heart.
You can't not love Connor.
That's him with the beard?
Yeah.
Oh, I love him already.
He's a crazy Irishman. Here we go. Let's pull up this interview with him and Nate. But Nate usually, come on. Why does it sound like that? Yo, what's good with my sound? Yo, see now I can't play this because it's being choppy. I don't know what the fuck is going on with my shit.
Damn, but he looked like he talking shit.
Yeah, he talks, man. Look at his face already. But this is the dude, Nate Diaz. He got a brother, Nick Diaz. They both be fucking niggas up.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
In
crazy.
another life, I would have been a fighter, a UFC fighter.
I mean, I don't think you want to be a UFC fighter though,
Maybe.
because they live life on the edge. They get
That is
concussions
true.
and shit like that.
Okay, maybe not.
Yeah. By the time they're
Maybe
old, they're
not.
gonna be a little brain dead. Look at Muhammad Ali.
That's true.
He got punched in the head way too many times. Now he's like this. That's fucked up. I don't mean that to talk about
And that's
Muhammad
live.
like that.
Oh,
But
man.
fighting is it's kind of like art
Yeah.
for sure. Well, it depends on the fighter, of course. Some fighters are just like brawlers.
Sloppy.
Yeah, brawlers. There's no art to it. It's just I'm gonna
Yeah.
go in there and try to roughhouse you. But others, there's flow, movement.
Especially with Brazilian jiu-jitsu, just because like I have so many friends that actually study it.
Yeah,
So
this
those
man right here.
movements, oh my God, yes.
That's how you beat Conor. Rear naked
Yes.
choke. The jujitsu was too fucking crazy.
Yes.
We actually did a live podcast for the fight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was dumb hype during that shit. I couldn't believe.
I would have been
Jiu-jitsu.
screaming the
Yeah,
whole time.
yeah.
Like,
I'll show you later our reaction to the jujitsu.
Yes.
But
I'm with it.
aside from the UFC, shit, I just been into podcasting recently. Podcasts is so fucking dope. It's crazy. Yeah, man.
I love it.
It's like the futures, because you know what the shit is about entertainment, or not even entertainment, just entertainment, art, all of that stuff. Sometimes you see the products, you see what people put out, but you don't necessarily get to know the person.
That's true.
In a podcast, hearing somebody speak for an hour, 3 hours, you get to understand what kind of person they are. You get to warm up to them, especially dudes like, because the shit that got me into podcasting was Joe Rogan, 100%.
So good.
Because I used to listen to him talk about DMT trips and shit like
Oh
that
my
all the
God,
time.
Yes, always. He's
And
like,
then after that, I found out about his podcast, and ever since then, I've been fucking hooked.
yeah, he's so good.
He really is.
I definitely. It's funny because I have a friend that was telling me I should start a podcast.
Yeah, you
where
fucking
I
should.
interview my clients as I'm tattooing them, because I just have.
Oh, that's a fucking sick
the-
idea.
Yeah, they'd like, well, because like for some reason people trust me instantly, so they'll start telling me crazy shit.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I always want to know the gossip, and I'm like,
Bochinche.
like, let me.
Bochinche.
I'm like, because I want to ask all the questions that people are afraid to ask. I'm like, so why'd you leave that nigga?
Yeah.
You know,
Tell me now.
like I need to know. But I think I might. I might need your help with that.
Nah, for sure.
Just because I have some crazy stories of clients where I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's not even that hard to start a podcast, honestly. All you need is some mics and an interface.
Word.
You record that shit and throw it up. And on iTunes, to put the shit up is free on iTunes.
Nice.
And it's crazy because this podcast, I just started podcasting. This is the 5th episode. But putting the shit on iTunes, I've been getting a lot of subscribers. I'm pulling up the analytics right now. This shit is, what the fuck is not moving? But
you're like, don't fuck with me right now.
it's crazy. I have no idea. Yeah, like it's really getting up.
I have no idea how this is happening. People find me interesting.
The other day, I looked on the shit because it's not like I had a huge following already. But
well, I mean, you're an interesting person.
I mean, I don't think so. I think I'm real regular.
Because you know what it is too? It's that and this is something that I've always enjoyed from the moment I met you, is that you're just a great conversationalist. Like, you always know what to talk about.
Come on,
like,
Julissa, you're making me blush, man.
I'm so sorry. Oh my God. But it's like, you know, like you can steer a conversation and it's never dull. And that makes for a great host, especially when you're doing like a show like this, you know?
Well, I mean, I guess, but it's just, How the fuck? Where do people find me?
Yo, so fuck it. Don't
See,
question
you
it.
have
Accept it.
you have a following. You need to start a podcast. If podcasting is like this, you need to start that bitch up. Be like, yo, I'm a tattoo niggas, and
yo,
we gonna talk.
Through. We gonna talk about this bullshit. We gonna be some lit boys.
Lit boys.
Have some titties shaking in the background. I
How
really
you got
want
titties out in the back
I
while
really
you
want to do
podcasting?
that.
That's wild. You're a wild guy.
Can we do another episode where I come back and we have someone twerking? Actually, like for my birthday, I would like to be re-interviewed or something or whatever.
No, this podcast, you're gonna come back as many times as you want. This is not like a one-off thing.
But we need to have like someone twerking.
Shaking ass in the back.
Right there, like just chilling the whole time.
Imagine we give them Velcro. We put Velcro strips on a wall so they could just stick on the wall like Spider-Man and shake ass. That'll be too wild. That's performance art.
Yep.
There you go.
We got live performance
we already got a show.
I think it'll be great. People will love it.
Nowadays, I feel like people, they just... It's not that they like anything. People just need constant entertainment. Even I feel like that sometimes. Sometimes I'll be on my phone. I'll be on the internet. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yo, there's nothing to fucking do. I need to watch something. I need to consume some kind of entertainment. And it's so crazy because before phones and the internet was so big, you'd be so content just chilling.
Yes.
Now it's just like, yo, I need stimulation. I need something.
Or especially when people, my shit is, I hate when people hit you up and you don't respond right away and they get upset.
Yeah.
Like I've had niggas be like, hi, 2 seconds later, hello, 5 minutes later, question mark. 5 minutes later, are you ignoring me?
That's just bad texting etiquette. That's just horrible.
Like, can you see me right? Like, do you even know what I'm doing? Can you not? Oh my God.
Can you don't, please?
Can you chill? Porfa, please.
No, but some people, they just... I feel like we're still getting accustomed to the digital age. Oh, yeah. Everybody's still not accustomed to it. How old is all this shit? Like,
it's
15,
very recent.
20 years?
You know what's sad, though? It's like, I just feel like it's just taken such a toll on human interaction. Like, people just don't know how to have conversations in person. It's the most disgusting thing in the world. Or, like, I've had issues with people where... Like, I'm just trying to talk to them about how I feel or whatever. Or, like, I have a problem and I want to address you in person. Yeah. People can't do that. Like, they're like, oh, let me send you, like, a 5-page essay through text. Because I'm too afraid to look at you.
That's too much to read.
Yeah.
So, and there's something about, even when you get a text and it's like 20 paragraphs of words, it's just so off-putting.
I don't want to look at it. I stop reading.
It doesn't matter what the content in is.
Care.
It's just like... Reading. The fact that you took so much time to text, to type is just like, oh, no, I'm not dealing with this right now. I stopped
reading. After the second line, I'm like, I'm done.
But you know what's crazy about texting and stuff like that? Is weird because you know how you talk to somebody in person, you could kind of feel through like body language and the expressions and stuff. You could feel how they feel, whatever they're saying, you can feel the emotion behind it. Yeah. Sometimes in text, you could feel that too. If somebody texts you, you could feel if they're upset, if they're happy. You'd be like, yo, what's wrong with you? And it could be a regular text. And it's so weird how we can connect like that.
When you add a period I don't care what you write. If you write hi, period. It's like, motherfucker, why you mad though? Like, what I do?
It's crazy how this shit works.
Sweating and shit like, but what did I do though? Start reevaluating.
Yo, did you see all this virtual reality shit?
What virtual reality stuff?
Oh shit!
What is happening to our world?
It was some new shit. It's like a virtual reality, but it's like painting.
What?
Yeah, you could paint in 3D.
I've seen like the sculpting thing, like that pen where you draw in 3D.
Yeah, this is completely different.
This is painting. What is life?
Where the fuck? I forgot what.
See,
is this shit?
Stuff like that. I always feel like, I don't know, it makes me uneasy because of the fact that I feel like it also starts to take away from the history of like certain techniques when it comes to art. Yeah. Because the other day I saw a video of this technology that they're working on where it's this machine that can tattoo you.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and it's like you just put in the image that you want tattooed, and the machine will tattoo you. And I'm like, what is life? Like that
Yeah,
takes
that's a little
away
crazy.
from the whole
Tilt brush, is
experience.
this it? I think this is it. Turn this fucking sound off, 'cause it's choppy. I think this is it.
All around you. Okay, I kind of like that, because imagine some like crazy like live installation, like live show where someone's doing. See, like with the concept that you were speaking about earlier,
man,
like
that would be sick.
that would be dope if that was part of it. That I can fucks with. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, you could paint in 3D space. You could modify like your brush strokes, the color. You could like add light to it and shit like that.
It's like kind of like a 3D Illustrator.
Yeah,
That's dope.
pretty much.
Okay.
But I'm trying to find a good video so you can see how it works, 'cause these motherfuckers not giving me nothing. It's called Tilt Brush. I'm gonna pull up the video.
I bet that shit is like $5,000.
Yeah, it's probably mad expensive.
That's what they always do. Oh, that's dope. Okay, I see. And then you have to wear like glasses and shit.
Yeah, but these niggas giving me a terrible example right now. I just hate their cargo shorts and sandals. They're probably in California somewhere.
See, what I want to know though, it's like after they paint it, can someone like put on the glasses and see it there, or?
I think you can upload it so people could actually see you doing the brush strokes and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or even after it records, it'll automatically record what you did.
Okay.
Here we go. There's this bitch. She's drawing.
This bitch.
Let me pull it up on
Hey,
this shit.
bitch.
Hey, bitch. How you doing?
I love the word bitch. It's funny because I have so many feminist friends that hate when I use that word. And I'm just like, so?
Yeah, it's like saying nigga.
It's a word.
Same shit.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but you can see it's straight like 3D frames. And you see she said it, so it's like it's symmetry.
Yeah, that's dope.
You paint one side and it'll come out the exact same way on the other side.
That's fucking dope. Yeah, she's killing it.
You pick your colors and all that shit. I don't know what the fuck she drawing though. Let's fast forward.
A giant vagina.
For JJ. Live with JJ drawing.
That's what I would do.
What the fuck is this? Is this a squid with a mustache? Oh, she's drawing some kind of angel creature.
Okay.
Yeah, I know for the fucking listeners on iTunes, you're not going to be able to see this shit, but there's a live painting. If you want to look at it, just look up Tilt Brush on YouTube. It's basically virtual reality where you can draw in the 3D space.
Yeah, that's dope.
Freely.
Doop. Some Grim Reaper type of shit.
Yeah, she is being mad morbid. She's probably gothic.
She's being mad morbid. Emo.
Oh, shit. Oh, dang. There we go.
Yo, remember the days of FLC, though?
Hell yeah.
Yo, my man.
It was so, I can't say innocent, but it was such a different time.
Oh, hell yeah. Now it's like when I look at kids that are like technically in the scene now, I'm like, you pussy.
Yeah, nah, it's the whole concept of seeing this is different now.
Yeah.
Because I feel like before it was actually for the music. Everybody, your core base was the music. Mm-hmm. Now it's just everybody just wants to be cool.
Yeah.
Just like in everything else.
Yeah.
Everything is watered down because of coolness.
It's also more about how they dress and shit. I'm like, who gives a shit
Yeah.
about that, you fucking idiots?
It's crazy.
Stupid motherfuckers.
There was this article actually on fucking Facebook. It was like, what happened to all the goths? And they had like pictures of like St. Mark's and shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's true. Even though scene shit is different from goth shit, because goths go really deep into all these houses. Oh, you change your name.
Yo, that's so true.
And all that crazy shit. But it's like all those subcultures, they're dead.
Yeah.
Everything is completely like integrated now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's crazy how even at the clothes, would you have ever had thought that hip hop would adopt like a gothic culture? It's so crazy how they adopted what was going on. They all want to wear dark clothes. I say they, like I'm not in the hip hop culture. I'm hip hop, nigga.
Like, those people.
Yeah, but it's so crazy how everything got integrated.
Yeah.
And now it's not being exploited because they still don't do it properly. Of course not. You got artists like Young Thug, of course, Travis Scott and stuff. Everybody trying to make dark music. You can make the dark music. It sounds dope. I love dark music, of course, but it still doesn't have that rock, that metal essence. They tried. Yeah.
When Lil Wayne tried, I was like, please take a seat.
Yeah. Lil Wayne was different. He was a little older. Stop it. You need a young guys to do that.
Just stop it.
But the aesthetic sonically, they just don't understand what it is.
Yeah, it's true. I agree.
I want to help some of these artists out there. I was just telling Emmy earlier.
Can I do this for you real quick?
Yeah, I was telling Emmy earlier. I want to be a hype man for Waka Flocka or Soldier Man, and just do fucking hardcore vocals behind them.
Yes, and make those sounds that you always fucking hear. I admire that. I love that. That's my favorite part. Where it's like, I'm like, yeah.
It's because it's pure passion.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain to people who haven't been to like hardcore shows and stuff like that. I always try to explain to it is a real feeling in your stomach, like something about like hardcore music, the notes, the way that the melodies are played, the breakdowns, the chord progressions and stuff, it invokes like a dark energy. And then you have like the screaming behind it. You'll be at a show and you'll hear something that's like super heavy and it will deadass make you'll get mad. Yeah. It's like, yo, I'm so fucking livid right now. I need to hit something. Yeah. And it's so crazy how
I'm going to go in the pit right now.
Yeah, this kind of music can invoke that feeling. Whereas you have like other music that'll make you feel happy. There's like Drake shit that'll make you miss your ex and shit like that. So crazy how music can really influence your mood.
Yeah.
And then you got Ye, of course, that just makes you feel like, oh my God, you don't even know what to feel. It's just like, this shit is so good.
When I, that song, there's that song, the song that he has that's like, I Am God or whatever.
Oh yeah, that I Am God.
Yeah, oh my God. I remember the first time I heard that song, I was walking down the street and like, I didn't even, like it was the first time listening to that album. And I was like, as soon as that song came out, I was like my back got straight. Yeah. And I was just like, oh, yes. Fuck you. Yeah. I'm the shit. Yes. Bow down, bitches.
On Yeezy, Yeezy on Yeezus. So my shit was what's the name of that song with Kid Cudi?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Fuck. I know the name of it because I used to play that shit at all times.
Just look it up. I love it though.
Yo, is Cudi not the lord of doing hooks?
Yeah.
Yo, Cudi, his hooks are like so genius.
I'm a hook.
Guilt Trip. There you go. There you go. But Cudi, my only quarrel with Cudi, he'll be great on hooks, but he'll drop his own project and it's like, yo, this is kind of trash, bro. Like, what are you doing?
He always has like, I feel like he always has like one or two songs that are amazing, but it's just his work is never consistent.
Yeah, it's never consistent.
And he tries so hard to be experimental, and it's like
could be all the drugs. Too many drugs.
True, yeah, because he's probably high as shit off the time and like doing all this other shit and like being like, oh, this would probably not so good.
He made Amanda Bynes crazy because she went crazy while she was dating him.
Yeah, that's true. That's when she started looking like a fucking crackhead.
Yeah, they started doing too many drugs together.
See that, and that's crazy that relationships can do that to you. Like,
nah, they really can.
Like, what are you doing?
Most of our lives as humans are super influenced by our relationships.
Okay, can I just say that? Okay, they can't see this, but this is the best thing I just read. How this guy just posted, if you're wearing this dress, then there's 100% chance I want to slurp your pussy all the way up. Okay. And it's just like a maxi, like, thotty dress. Yeah. I love it.
Dudes on the internet be going so far.
Let me slurp that
Let me slurp that up, mommy. It's crazy because on the internet, you see guys say crazy shit like this.
Thirsty.
But in real life, they wouldn't say shit like that. It's too wild.
Of course
it's too wild.
I've seen like some straight up like, yo, ma, but like, let me lick that clit though. Like oldie vulgar where I'm just like, bro, come on. Like, nah, bruh.
He's got no chill on the net.
Chill.
But I guess that's what the internet was made for, right?
Of course. People, people are just they grow balls.
You know what's crazy about the internet too? This is just some loony theory that I have
Okay, go for
about
it.
the internet and what it's
I
gonna
love your
become.
theories.
I
Yes.
feel like it's gonna become some kind of form of mind reading. It kind of is already.
Mm.
It's like telepathy,
Yo.
cause you're talking to somebody, but you're not saying you're not opening your mouth and talking. It's just my thoughts going down, and somebody's gonna read my thoughts and understand what I'm saying. It's the craziest thing. Soon, like how I was saying, you could understand somebody's feelings through text.
Yeah.
I feel like soon you're not even gonna have to even text words. You're gonna be able to have a device. You just
And like just kind of send.
yeah, touch
That's
the
how I
person you want to
feel.
talk to and be
Yeah.
like, yo, just read my brain, bro.
Like
This
look
is
at
what's
this.
on my mind.
Look at this.
That's what I feel like all the racism, all the racial problems that are going on in America right now. I feel like all of that is being reignited because of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Because like let's say in the 90s or early 2000s, the internet is not like what it is right now as far as social media.
Yeah.
But back then we felt like there was some kind of progression from racism. Like, oh no, this shit is working out. We're actually getting some traction. But the internet just revealed that there's a million racists still out there, and they're
Yeah.
gonna say whatever the fuck they want because they're on the internet. You get to see people's true colors,
Yeah.
and I guess that's good for exposing how people really feel. But it's just reigniting all of these racial issues.
Yeah.
I feel like it's all because of the internet.
Oh, of course. Because it's like people, especially because people can put up anything they want. Like they can make a website based on like, yeah, I hate black people. Like what?
Yeah.
Like because
I
they
hate
have that.
blackpeople.com.
Like so oh, look at Fetty Wap. So
Zuvia from the band. Zuvia.
but yeah, because they can do shit like that, it's like of course. Like, and it's just gonna make people angry, and it's gonna keep going. I don't know. I just feel like there's like a good portion of people that if they died off,
It would be better off.
we would be fine, and we
That
would
makes a
make
lot of
some
sense.
progress. Because think about it, it's like a lot of obviously I'm not encouraging to kill these people.
Yeah, we can't kill them. They
Imagine-
gotta
kill
die of
'em.
natural causes.
Kill 'em. But notice how it's like it's the older generation.
Yeah.
Because I'm not even gonna lie, there's like a lot of discrimination in my family as well. Like it's like especially with Dominicans, a lot of Dominicans are like part Haitian,
Yeah.
And it's like and that's like in my heritage. But like when I grew up, my grandmother would always say like tiene que mejorar la raza, which means like you have to better the race.
Yeah.
And she
That's
would
what
always
la raza means?
Yeah,
Race?
Yeah.
Yo,
raza
I
means
used to
race.
hear what was son's name? Reza Ramon in WWF, Machismo. He always said La Raza, and I'm like, yo, it sounds so hard, but I have no idea what the fuck he's
You
talking
imagine
about.
just start saying La Raza, La Raza. People be like, what are you talking about? What race, bro?
But I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, yeah, but she'll always say that. And she'll, like, and it was kind of sad. Like, every time I dated a black dude and bring them home, they would kind of get upset. Like,
Yeah.
they'll just be like, no, you need to date a white dude.
Yeah.
What? No.
That's
But-
well, you gotta back then. Not our parents, but the older generations,
Yeah.
they're a little ignorant
Oh, of course.
because they didn't have what we have right now. We have, like I said, the internet might be fueling all this new racism, but at the same time, we still got a lot of information. We can see around the world how different people and cultures interact with each other.
Oh, yeah.
We got a better sense of what it is to be a human being. Back then, it's like it was the Wild West when it came to knowledge. Because in the
Yeah.
80s, it's like if you needed to know something and you ask somebody sitting next to you and they could tell you whatever the fuck they want. They could lie to you and you'd be like, oh shit, that's what it is?
Okay.
It's
That
like
works.
you could ask somebody, where do we get our clean water from? Oh no, we get our clean water from Mexico. We have this irrigation system that comes and streamlines it from Mexico. And be like,
Underground.
oh shit. And then
Okay.
you get told that. And then now you wholeheartedly think, okay, our water comes from Mexico. And now a little kid asks you, oh, where does this water come from? How do we always have water? Oh, no, son, it comes from Mexico. Now that little
Yeah.
kid thinks it comes from
yeah.
Mexico. Just like if we have these ideas about other races, we're like,
Mhm.
oh, no, we can't mess with those people because X, Y, Z. You tell a
Yeah.
little kid that they grow up, that's going to be instilled in their brain. They're going to tell their kids that. But what broke the cycle was the internet, because our parents would tell us stuff. I know, even me personally growing up, I'd learned from my parents. I learned a lot from my parents, of course, or even other adults. They would tell me stuff, and I'd be like, I don't know if that's right, because I was on the internet and I seen all this stuff that lead me to believe that you're absolutely wrong. But you gotta love the age of information. We have all the shit at our fingertips at all times.
Definitely. That's like the same thing with violence. Like, think about it. The reason why we have so much more violence now is because they're reporting these things. Like the whole slashing thing, you know? Like,
that was weird. What the fuck was that about?
One incident, right? Like one isolated incident, and all of a sudden all of these other slashing starts happening. So it's like, I feel like it's one of those things where when people see these things, it like becomes a trend, you know?
Yeah.
And it encourages people to go out there and do these things.
Could be.
Yeah, so.
Definitely monkey see, monkey do.
Oh, of course.
We always been like that, though.
Shit crazy.
But I feel like socially, in New York at least, the internet has helped with like gangs and stuff like that. Because in the 90s and all that, I feel like people would join gangs and do dumb shit just because they didn't know any better. Yeah. Now you have the internet, you kind of be like, okay, this is a little dumb. I'm not gonna go stab this guy to be a part of this group, so we can put ourselves in danger at all times. Yeah. Because gang violence, we still have gang violence and shit, but it's not super heavy in New York.
Exactly.
Maybe in Chicago, that shit is still heavy.
Oh yeah.
Niggas is dying every day, but that's a whole different situation. But we're just hitting the hour mark. We gotta wrap it up so the shit can fit on the website. It's been the Lunar Coven podcast with Julissa Rodriguez. You could tell them any upcoming events you got, where they could find you.
Word. So you could find me at Instagram, Art by J.A.R. J.A.R, that's J.A.R. And Facebook as well. Just look me up under Julissa Rodriguez. And my website too, artbyjar.com.
And there you have it, bitches. It's been a Lunar Coven podcast. We out of this bitch. Peace, peace, peace.